let's move on. Going into more basketball. Cleveland Cavaliers, they're cooking. You got Sexland is playing better than we thought they would. You know, Colin Sexton averaging 27 points a game. You got Garland averaging 19. Drummond's up there averaging a double-double with 14 boards and 20 points. Larry Nance, too, averaging 8, almost 9 points a game and 8 rebounds. Yes, Kevin Love is going to be out for about 3 to 5 weeks. Same timeline as Ja that we talked about earlier. But, Soapy, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to you first, Soaps. This Cavs team, are we going to expect them to be a playoff team, or are they overachieving early on in this, 3 games that they have played so far this season?
And Cav fans are going to hate me because I think they're overachieving right now.
Okay.
I think this is actually what I expected Sexton to play at.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting Garland to start off like this at all. Like, I think it's one of those things of, I think they're overachieving because I think Garland's going to come back down to earth at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Because, man, what a hell of a jump to go from a guy that everyone was like, man, how are you in the NBA? To all of a sudden, like, oh, he's actually really good now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those things of, I think he's going to come back down to earth. Obviously, Drummond will put up 20 and 14 because, God, he's just going to out-fucking rebound everybody. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Right now at halftime, Drummond's got 11 points, 9 boards.
Yeah.
The shooting not so great right now from Sexland, though.
Yeah, I mean, right now at halftime, Sexton's 2 of 9 from the field for 10 points, and Garland is 2 of 8 from the field for 6. So, hell, maybe they're coming back down to earth tonight against the Knicks, but, like...
Tough defensive matchup against the Knicks.
Go ahead,
sentences I never expected to hear in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks locking people down? No, sorry, Knicks fans. I don't want to
Reggie
slam you guys.
plays good defense.
Unless he's going up against Ben
defense.
Simmons.
Alfred Payton plays good defense too. Actually, I will give it to them. They got a couple guys who can defend at the guard position.
But like, this is a team too that, like, I'm just gonna say your first 3 games. Look at who you went up against. You played the Charlotte Hornets, who to me are not a good team. They're going to be a top 10 pick, maybe even top 5 pick in this year's draft. You played the Detroit Pistons, who, yes, Blake has been playing well. Perhaps the worst team in the league. Soapy, maybe you know this. Did Blake play that game? Blake did play that game. Like, see, Blake had 26 in that one. Fucking even Jerry and Grant.
3-point fucking machine.
Went 8 of 16 from the field.
The game you were thinking Blake didn't play was the Hawks game.
The Hawks game, that's what I was thinking. And then, like, speaking of not playing, yeah, they beat Philly, but, like, Jake was saying in Discord, yeah, Joel Embiid's not playing. Like, Joel Embiid didn't play that one.
He didn't go onto the court and show Drummond who his real dad is.
Yeah, so, like, really it's also, like, have their matchups been too easy? To where it's like, yeah, Sexland's been overperforming not the sex part, but the land part. The land has been overperforming what we thought that Darius Garland would be. But, like, also I look at it and it's just the opponents to me are like, even the Knicks. The Knicks are a team where, yes, they're only down 53-46. Not that big of a lead to overcome. They could win it after we're talking about this. Then people tomorrow on YouTube are like, bro, do you even watch? Dude, I fucking watch all the time.
We don't watch any basketball on the show.
Yeah, we just talk about. We obliviously talk about basketball. Like, fuck watching it. Like,
throw a dart at the wall if I get my take right.
Like, here I will. I'll show people really quick. Yeah, we don't have this little channel here called Watch Along. Because all we do is not watch basketball. That's all we do here is just basketball. Nope, don't want to watch that. But I mean. Is Cleveland going to make the playoffs? No. I'm putting a kibosh on it right now. Great start to the season. I still don't think they make the play-in tournament, and they will be a top pick in the draft.
There's a chance. I think there's a chance, Ricky. I think you are underestimating this Cleveland team. I mean, look, Garland, the surprise jump is there. I did not expect him to be able to put up the numbers he is. But again, the expectation was, hey, his first year in the NBA was basically his first year out of high school. He had a year off. He played 3 games, and then he got injured. So it was like basically an entirely like a 2-year gap between professional basketball or between high-level basketball, I should say. Mm-hmm. So I think it took him a while to get used to the game and the speed and everything, and I think a full season with the NBA trainers helped him. And then even if it was a short off season, he still has done quite well for himself in developing his game, and he's more willing of a passer than we had previously seen. Now, obviously, fucking Colin Sexton, young bull, right? That's his. I want to say that was his
young bull. Yeah, you're right.
Bull. Yeah, he's just proven the fucking haters wrong. Like, as much as we want to clown on him for just being like an anti-pass ball kind of guy, he just gets buckets.
Yeah,
like he will attack and get to the rim and just be able to score from anywhere on the court. I think they've got something here. I don't know if I love it. I don't know.
We haven't even mentioned Isaac Okoro either, who's been playing well for him.
Yeah, I mean, mixed reaction from Isaac Okoro. Some defense, some offense. Hit or miss on both ends. Some games. Really, the thing is, this is without Kevin Porter Jr. Even the best player from last year, perhaps.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
So we gotta wait and see.
We will have to wait and see on Kevin Porter if he will play basketball this year.
Yeah,
with his personal issues.
Hashtag off the court, baby.
Hashtag off the court. So I think they got a real shot. I would put the Cavs right now as a team with a shot to make the playoffs.
Soapy, before I have you answer that, does the Kevin Love injury factor into it? Because yet again, like I mentioned it, but he is out 3 to 5 weeks, and he is their veteran leadership.
Oh, Kevin Love's injured. Who's surprised by that news?
No one's surprised by it, but like,
who could have ever predicted that the guy who never plays the full season is hurt again? No. I mean, it plays a little bit into it because obviously you're losing a player like Kevin Love, but it's one of those things of like, it's going to sound weird to say like Larry Nance can kind of somewhat do a similar role.
Yeah.
So one of those things where it's like, it's now just up to Larry Nance to step up. Like, obviously you don't got to worry about rebounding too much because you have the fucking rebounding machine on your team that'll also take you for.
Like, I know Drummond rebounds well, but like Nance is actually like a super well-rounded player at this point in his career. So I think he's probably flying under the radar as someone who is okay. He's the offensive version of Draymond Green.
Dave's like, let me take a step back now.
He's the offensively gifted Draymond Green. He can do all the things to help your team out in the right way, and he'll never blow you away with a stat sheet line, but he makes everyone around him kind of a better player.
Yeah, I just like...
And we haven't mentioned Exum, who is very good. And I think that's the one that's like is he going to move for a first-round pick? Is he going to stay on the team? We don't know yet. But he is someone who has been lighting it up off the bench for this Cavs team to start the season. So I do want to give him another piece of credit. He was basically a reclamation project as part of that Jordan Clarkson deal. Someone who had struggled with injuries his whole career, never really lived up to it. So I'm happy to see him moving the ball, him scoring effectively. So we're gonna have to wait and see. This team, I'm with you guys. I don't have them as favorites to be like a top 4 seed in the fucking East.
I mean, making the play-in tournament.
I think that the struggles we've seen out of the gates from Washington, I think the struggles we've seen from the Bulls, and the struggles we've seen from who's the third team? Because I like 3 playoff teams in the East all stumble out the gates.
The Wizards are 0-3. Toronto or Tampa Bay is 0-2. They're playing tonight, I think. Like to me, it's watching those two. Watch the Wizards, watch the Raptors. Like the Wizards are not going to be a bad team all year. Like 0-3, they played 2 games against the Magic. Russ sat out one of them. And the Magic have been a team also that I've liked what I've seen from them. I've liked what I've seen.
Magic.
Cole Anthony with his assist numbers. Like I'm this close to picking him up in fantasy.
If you say the word Magic and your first words are out of your mouth aren't Markelle Fultz is amazing, you're fucking wrong.
I like what I've seen out of Cole Anthony early on. Didn't expect it.
That's cute and all, but let's talk about the real all-star on the team, Markelle Fultz.
That's cute and all.
Like it's Vucevic and Fultz right here. Vucevic is all-star already.
Vuce, man. I tried to get him from JD last night because fucking like watching those stats.
He's an all-star. He's fantastic, but
Fultz most improved player. I fucking called it.
No, man. Lowry Markkanen, baby. Have you seen Markkanen this season?
Have you seen Fultz?
I mean, I'm not saying he's out of the running, but don't look over my boy Markkanen now.
Has been amazing.
Yeah.
Like flat out, fuck the haters, amazing. Like I want to drop a poster in Philadelphia of Markelle Fultz, most improved player. Like I want to billboard that when it happens.
Yeah.
Jake, you're gonna have to help me out with the location on that one, but
so that's why Jake's saying Spain without the S, because the Tampa Bay Raptors, they don't have Tom Brady. Tampa Bay Raptors are up 56-48 right now on the Sixers. But like looking at what we thought at the beginning, Dave had Cleveland as the 14th best team in the East.
Yep.
I had them as the 15th best team in the East, and Soapy had them as the 15th best team in the East. So all three of us did not think that the Cavaliers were going to have high expectations for this team.
Again, we're not even 10 games. We're not even 5 games in
3
the
games.
season.
Tonight is game 4 for the
So
Cavs.
again, early season expectations. I believe at this point last year, the Timberwolves were spooky good.
The Timberwolves are gonna be bad this year.
I believe that's exactly what happened. That's how about we shove these fucking conversations into a bag and hold on for a month, because it's a fucking joke.
And let's be honest, the only reason Dave didn't have the Cavs at 14 is because Dave had to have the meme of the Knicks at 15.
Oh, yeah. The Knicks have to be the worst team in the league. They don't have a point guard. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
They choose to avoid the point guard position because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.